We in the building. We in the building. We in the building. We in the building, bitch. We in the building.
Finally. Finally, RZeroB and PTA have come back to Giants Talk, which means that finally RZeroB, PTA, and our very special guest, Sergeant Mayhem, have come back to BGN. Now, in today's episode, we got the first ever of the 2023 season. Yours truly, RZeroB, PTA's very first 2023 season barber shop talk of the Giants, baby.
Yeah. Right?
We got lots to talk about. 53-man roster. The boogeyman coming to New York City. Okay. Are they done making moves? And yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about those Rudy Poo, candy ass Dallas Cowboys. Not too much, because we have a special guest for you next week. If you guys have been following me and PTA, you guys know who we talking about. We got to get him on the show and talk some shit. I'll save that for when we've got confirmation. But we will be talking 53-man roster. We'll be talking surprise cuts. We'll be talking about, the boogeyman. We'll be talking about this team, right? So pull up a chair, get your drinks in your skull cup, your horn cup, pause, and get ready. Because me, the jabroni beating, pie eating, trailblazing, eyebrow raising, no time for breaks, no time for gas. Go ahead and we gonna whoop your candy ass all over this YouTube for the next hour and 15 fucking minutes. If you smell what RZeroB, PTA, and Sergeant Mayhem is cooking. What's up, PTA?
Yo!
What's up, Sarge? What's going on down there, bud?
Shit! What the hell going on with y'all, man?
You're looking good down there, Sarge.
Well, I had to wash this son of a bitch today, and it's like trying to wash a carpet. So
I know you like when I'm on top.
I got the invite today, and I had to. Well, I gotta be presentable.
We had
to. I gotta be presentable.
Yeah, listen. I understand. I
got to come in the front door this time. I
appreciate you. And I appreciate you. What's going on, everybody? Shout out to the homie Eli. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you. What's going on with you? Shout out to New York Revival. Check this out, man. The boss is here, y'all. So I'd just like to take this opportunity to say what's up to the big homie Bird Gang. Fuck your Eagles, just so you know. You better hope. Listen to me, boss man. You better hope that the Giants are not what I think they're gonna be. Cause ooh boy, it's gonna be fun. Shout out to the homie Max. What's going on, Max? How you doing? Yep, and the DJ hater. The DJ hater. That is. I mean, listen, yeah. Okay. before we get into all of the things and all of the yaks and the talks, I was trying to put the damn StreamYard link in the chat, but for some reason this shit being stupid. So we gonna figure that. We're gonna figure that out, man. I'm gonna go ahead and boom. I'm gonna put it in here again, right? That way it's in there twice. Put it in there one more time, bam. Hopefully everybody sees that. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, if you are on my channel right now, please feel free to click on that link. Come on backstage, depending upon who you are. Well, let's come on in and talk. But if I hate your guts, we'll kick you the fuck out. Probably be Viz. Viz, I'll kick Viz the fuck out. If Viz is here, we definitely ignoring that asshole. All right. Cool. How are you guys feeling right now about the overall state of the New York Football Giants as we begin to get into this next new season? And I don't necessarily want you to go too deep because we got a lot of topics to talk about, right? But like, how are you feeling about the state of the Giants right now? I'm gonna go ahead and throw this to our guest Sarge. We'll let him go ahead and answer first, man. How you feel about the overall state?
I mean, yesterday I watched a very insightful YouTube video who broke down the 53-man roster and also like a depth chart. And if you haven't watched the video yesterday, why are you even here right now? You need to pause this, go watch that, because you're probably going to talk about it, and then come back. Or put it in your to-view later. It'll pop up.
Yeah, you got to, because we live right now. So, because
I will say this. There's a couple of spots where I'm a little concerned. The biggest one being, everybody talks about, I'm worried about the interior offensive line, I'm worried about our swing tackle. Because let's face it, Matt Pert is the key, bro.
Hey, we gonna get there. Wait. We gonna get there. We gonna get there.
We're not getting too deep. All right, we're not getting too deep. I'm a little worried. I'm a little concerned about a couple of positions here and there, but overall, we're talking overall, big picture. Overall, I'm excited. How can you not be excited about the way this season is already starting to shape up because of the things we're seeing in preseason, right? I'm a little worried about a couple of things. We'll talk about that later. But overall, I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to the season. I'm sure that there's going to be a couple of things that we got to work out here and there as far as because not everybody got a ton of reps during preseason, and these guys are professionals, so they'll come out there and they'll do what they got to do, and we'll kind of iron a bunch of that stuff out. But overall, I'm super excited, and it's going to be a good year to be a Giants fan. 12 weeks.
Cool. Dope. All right, Rob. How you feeling, man?
No, look, I'm feeling good. I'm happy. New York Giants football is back. So I'm excited to be able to watch football on Sundays. It's this time of year is always great. And I'm looking to see not just through the Giants, but some individual players, on some other teams that I want to watch. Guys like Anthony Richardson, I want to see him this year. I want to watch him, see what he's capable of, and stuff like that. But overall, with the Giants, man, I'm excited. How could you not be? Saquon's back, Waller's here, DJ another year. Some new toys on defense. Jalen Hyatt decided he wanted to be number 13. We'll see what records he's going to break. Isaiah Simmons, I want to see what he's going to do. He's wearing number 19. No, guys, we did not sign Kenny Golladay to play defense. So I'm interested to, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see the games. I'm excited. I have my worries and my concerns as well. We'll get into that. But I'm excited. How could you not be? Football is here. Football is back.
Smell that grass in the air.
I can smell it.
If you smell, okay. Anyway, I gotta tell you.
Smells that party pizza that's been being dropped off. How does Rob always get food delivered during the stream?
Right during the stream, food shows up.
And he's like, she brought me a party pizza. It's my party pizza. I have to have a party pizza when I stream. It's not a stream without a party.
Stupid. That's just dumb. So okay. You know, I have to say this. If you watch my my little roster review or whatever, then you kind of already know how I feel. And so I don't think we really need to waste a whole lot of time with me telling you guys to surface, right? 12 wins. That's all I gotta say. 12 fucking wins. Okay. So that being said, wow, 10 minutes. We went 10 minutes before there was a curse. Cool stuff. All right. So here's the first thing that I want to discuss. All right. And hopefully this doesn't mess up the whole shebang boing, because I'm going to try to share my screen here. But I got a Mac, and the Mac don't like to work with other things and stuff. And so, all right, cool. Bam. There we go. I want to talk about this photo right here. Let's talk about this photo right here, y'all. These are our team captains. There's 10 of these some bitches. Rob, tell me what you think about these captains.
You know, good choices here, man. McKinney was a captain last year. He's a leader in that locker room. Obviously, AT. I don't think Andrew Thomas was a captain last year. So it's good to see Andrew getting it. I believe Dex was one last year, which is good to see. Waller is good. You know, the fact that his peers are recommending him just shows, you know, the type of leadership that he's showing so far, being with the team. Obviously, Barkley was a captain last year. Jones was a captain last year. Leo is another one. Adoree Jackson, you know, is another one. You know, who Adoree was not a captain last year. Leo was not a captain last year, so that's good to see. And then obviously Graham Gano. I think Graham Gano is probably top 5 best player on this team. You know, he's Mr. Automatic in my opinion. So great. I mean, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Some new faces, some existing faces that were here last year, or that were captains last year. So I'm excited, man.
All right, cool. Sarge, hit me.
So actually, it's funny. I have an answer prepped for this already, because the New York Revival guys asked me the same question yesterday. They're like, "Do you think 10 captains is too much?" I'm like, "It's the team's choice to pick as many captains as they want. I don't really care about the number of captains that they have. They could have 53 for all I care. They could have one. They could have none. I don't care. The choices they made, I thought were great. It's really nice to see guys like Darren Waller and Bobby O, who like just showed up a couple months ago, being picked as team captains. Like these guys,
yeah, I forgot Bobby. My bad on that.
That veteran presence and that leadership mentality that these guys had. I mean, you saw the clip that they did on YouTube or whatever, the Giants YouTube page, talking about the Jet game, how and Darren Waller's like, there's gonna be fights in the crowd, you know. There's gonna be like there's people kicking people's asses. That's what I want out of a captain. You know, we're gonna go out there, we're gonna kick someone's ass, and then our fans are gonna go out there and they're gonna kick your fans' ass. I love it. I mean, that's great. I mean, so you know, pick as many captains as you want. I really don't give a shit. But the choices they made all around, I think, are good. They split it up real evenly between offense, defense, and then, you know, Graham Gano. Because nobody cares about special teams.
You know what? What happened? Like, why is only one special teams guy there? I asked that yesterday in my video. Like, what's the deal with that? One special teams dude? For real?
Are they really giving it? Are they giving a C to Casey Kreider? I mean, like, granted, yes, the long snapper is very important. We had the same long snapper for a really long time, and then we have a new one who we're hopefully going to keep for a very long time. But like, is that captain material? Like, I can snap the ball further than you can. I don't know what kind of locker room guy Casey Kreider is. Or Jamie Gillen. I don't know. These guys pick. I don't know. I don't know. Graham Gano's got as many kids as Rob does, so you know. Apparently, they made him captain.
Does he have a million kids?
Graham Gano's got like I think the reason he was wearing 5 is because he's got 5 kids, and then when he changed to 9, he looked at his wife and was like, well.
Okay.
So,
Damn.
I don't know.
Hey,
I don't have an opinion on team captains only because it's the team's choice. Let them pick whoever they want.
listen, I'm
Why
fine
Mark
with
Lewinsky wasn't a team captain, I don't know.
Wait a minute. Are you saying that? Are you saying that unironically, Sarge? Because it doesn't feel like you were saying that unironically.
No. So I'm a little inside baseball for the people who are watching. Rob said that just to annoy Pest.
But yeah. That's because Mark Lewinsky absolutely sucks.
Hey, you know what? You shut your whore mouth, okay? Shut your whore mouth. Mark Lewinsky does not suck. Listen to me, y'all. Listen to me. Don't listen to stupid ass Rob, okay? Don't listen to him.
Mark Lewinsky's fucking terrible.
Mark Lewinsky does not suck, okay? Mark Lewinsky is just fine.
You know what you need, right? In the little branding section in StreamYard, you need to pop up that little GIF I made of you screaming, "Shut up, Rob."
Shut up, Rob!
So every time that happens, you can just pop, "Shut up, Rob."
Shut up. All right. Here's our 53-man roster right here. Okay. Lots of people to talk about. Hey, listen, where do you guys want to start?
Start a quarterback.
All right. Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones, he exists. He's Daniel Jones. I'm on the train. We're driving down the tracks to Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones.
Rob,
what?
What's your opinion of Daniel Jones?
We'll see what he does this year.
No. Oh, no, sir. No, sir. No, you're not going to do that. No.
What?
No, you're not. No. You had choice ass words for our quarterback the entire fucking offseason.
Yeah.
You've had shit to say about Daniel fucking Jones, and now all of a sudden, you see how he does.
Look, I think Daniel Jones is a good quarterback. I don't think he's an elite guy. I don't think he's a top 10 guy. I mean, maybe he ends up being top 10 due to the fact of, the lack of everybody, lack of other quality quarterbacks. But I think he's a good quarterback. I don't think he's a guy that's going to cost you games. I don't necessarily think he's a guy that's going to take over a game and be a difference maker. But he has the opportunity to prove me wrong this year. So we'll see. We'll see what he does. But I do think
to prove you wrong, though, Rob.
Huh?
Does he need to prove you wrong, though?
No, I mean, look. At the end of the day, he doesn't need to do anything. But I mean,
well, at the end of the day, he needs to win games.
I was going to say he just needs to win. That's the only thing he needs to do is win. Win games, bro. That's it. Just win some games. 12 of them, please.
12 of them.
12.
Yep.
12 fucking games. 12. That's what I need you to do for me, Daniel, is win 12 games. And you know what? I believe that Daniel Jones is capable of leading this team to victory. The fact of the matter is this. I've heard entirely too much slander. Okay, I've heard entirely too much slander about Daniel Jones, and I can't stand for it. This young man is going to be able to lead this team to fucking victory. Too many people have said that this kid is the man in that locker room. Too many people have vouched for Daniel Jones. Too many people love this mofo. So I can't let slander happen anymore. At least not on my watch, right? I think this kid got what it takes. I think he does. There's too many people in the building that loves him. That's just what it is. I'm sorry. You can't tell me otherwise.
I mean, they loved him last year too.
Did he look like shit last year? Did he look like shit last year? Yeah, like what are we talking about here? Did he look bad? He didn't look bad. He looked fine.
I didn't say he looked bad.
Yes, they loved him last year. And he won him a fucking playoff game. You don't think he can't do that shit again? You don't think he can't win 2 playoff games? You don't think maybe he can win two playoff games and then play for a big shiny trophy? You don't think he's capable of doing that? I don't think he's capable of doing that this year, but I think he's capable of doing that.
Tim Tebow won a playoff game.
Wait a minute. Are you seriously going to use Tim Tebow?
I mean, If we're going on,
wait, no. Are we really going to? I said all the things that I said about Daniel Jones, all the fucking things that I said about him.
All right, Pest, I'm going to do something right now that I really, really hate to do. I'm going to agree. Yes, Tim Tebow did win a playoff game, but the comparison ends.
Yeah, like we're not. Tim Tebow, seriously, Tim Tebow.
No, but the thing is, I'm not going to use him winning a playoff game to justify to say that he's got the stuff or not. Because if that's the case, then Tim Tebow had the stuff because he won a playoff game.
But that's not the reason why I feel like Daniel Jones can be successful. It's got nothing to do with the fact that he won a playoff game. The playoff game win is a cherry on top. Like, so,
okay. And Tim Tebow's rookie year. Hold on. Tim Tebow's rookie year, you realize that he had 4 games where they were down by 14 or more points, and they came back and won the game that year. And they came back.
I do realize that because I live in Colorado. Because I watched that firsthand.
I believe it against atrocious. Miami. They were down by like 3 or 4 scores.
You owe everybody a beer. He owes everybody a beer.
Shut the ringer off.
The man. This is the most unprofessional.
How unprofessional?
This is the most unprofessional, sorry son of a bitch I've ever met. My whole.
I thought it was.
This is my work phone right here. This is my work phone, and I'm actually on my personal. This motherfucker's on vibrate right now.
Hey, hello.
I'm off duty.
Hey, hello. Yeah, man. I'm trying to hit them skins. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody know, even though I'm on camera right now. My microphone's on. I'm trying to holler at you. I mean, do a little something strange, some change. Like, what the fuck is going on here, bro?
Yo, my bad.
My bad.
I thought my shit was on vibrate. No, but look, like I said.
Anyway,
I'm not gonna automatically.
I'm not going to spend the next 45 minutes arguing about Daniel Jones. He's
you're not.
Yeah, like for real. Okay, all right. Let me talk.
I answered the question properly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. You putting Tim Tebow and shit in here. All right.
I can't understand you with your mouth full.
Yeah. It's always fucking full too. Let's talk. No pause. Your penis in your mouth. Yawn. Let's talk about my favorite position right now. Oh shit.
Are we jumping?
That's definitely a pause. That's a pause moment. Let's talk about pause. Let me talk about my favorite group on the offense, okay?
Big fat meaty men.
Big meaty men slapping me.
Meaty men. That meaty men.
They slapping on me. Don't want to slap no more. Okay, anyway. My favorite position group right now is the tight end room. I think this tight end room is going to be. I think this tight end room. Like, once we start, we can't stop. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't give me no damn pause, so he don't get a pause.
Once we start, we can't stop. You know what I'm saying? Okay. The tight end room. Listen, these three gentlemen right here, I think are going to be amazing for us. Okay. First and foremost, do we have to say a whole lot about Darren Waller? I mean, if Darren can stay healthy, man, he's going to be a problem. He's going to be an absolute nightmare to deal with.
That's the biggest thing. As long as he can stay healthy, he's going to be good.
Yeah, it's going to be a nightmare. But then you throw in Daniel Bellinger, and I personally thought Daniel Bellinger, before he got hurt, he looked like he was going to be kind of a Swiss Army knife type of tight end. Like, he could do a little bit of everything good, right? Like, he wasn't great at a specific thing, but he did everything well. Shout out to New York Revival. The entire squad is in here. Shout out to the homies, man. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all, man. But yeah, I thought Daniel Bellinger kind of came across as like, one of those dude-all tight ends, and it doesn't necessarily mean he's going to be like this big great name or whatever. But I felt like he's solid, and so for him to be our number 2, it's almost like we have 2 starters. I thought Daniel Bellinger was going to be the starter this year. Personally, that's what I thought before.
Same.
Before Darren Waller showed up here, I was like, Bellinger's the starter.
I think Daniel Bellinger is they're technically going to be start. It is technically a starter because the Giants do run a lot of two tight end sets. So it's going to be him and Waller out there. And if anybody's going to benefit from Darren Waller being on the field, it's Daniel Bellinger. We've already seen it. We saw it in Carolina. Daniel Bellinger, like his rookie year, and like you said, Pest, he had a lot of he does everything well. He's good at all of the things you want a tight end to be. This year, though, I think you're going to see a big jump in Daniel Bellinger because he's got Darren Waller. And it's not just on field, it's off field too. Darren Waller is going to take this guy under his wing and be like, this is what you do. This is what you need to do to be the guy in New York. We haven't had a tight end. When they drafted Daniel Bellinger, the first thing I said is, homeboy needs a big, when they saw, the first shots of, not training camp, but, OTAs and stuff when he showed up and he's, super jacked this year. I'm like, homeboy needs a big forearm tattoo. He's got the visor in the helmet. I'm like, I'm getting Jeremy Shockey vibes from Daniel Bellinger, and that's what I need. I need tight ends who are just flat out dirty sons of bitches who are going to run you over if you get in their way. How many times have you seen Big Blue VCR put up clips of Jeremy Shockey just trucking fools? Stop. I just want my tight ends to be big dudes who can catch the ball and just smash people in the mouth. That's what I want. I got that with Darren Waller. Daniel Bellinger's coming up. And Lawrence Cager can do some
I like Lawrence Cager. Yeah, I like Lawrence Cager.
He's one of those guys who used to be a wide receiver, then he put on a little weight and they call him a tight end. But he's got hands, man. He can play a little. And you know what?
He's not a blocker. He can catch.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing about that is think about this, and I'm going to say a name that's going to make my co-host Monty excited. Think about next year when Bryce Ford Wheaton puts on a little weight. He's going to be rehabbing after this ACL tear, and it's going to take him a while to come back. I think Bryce Ford Wheaton comes back next year as a tight end. Just a truck of a human being.
He could do it.
The guy can put on a couple of pounds in a good way and still not lose any of his mobility, and the kid is all hands. So come back next year and play tight end. We're gonna be loaded at wide receiver.
That's not a bad idea. I don't hate that idea.
That's your way in, Bryce Ford Wheaton. You got good hands. You're a speedy guy. Put on a little bit of muscle. Come back as a tight end. One of these wide receiver tight end hybrids, and
just like Darren Waller. He's
Darren Waller.
He's a wide receiver that turned into a tight end.
If Bryce Ford Wheaton had the same body style as Darren Waller, that guy would be a huge problem. I mean, he's a problem as it is for the guys that he plays he played in college in West Virginia. But that dude should be that guy could be one of those hybrid wide receiver tight ends. Those big guys who can play anywhere. Put him in the slot, put him outside. Line him up on the wide, line him up like a tight end. You gotta work on your blocking though. You gotta work on your blocking. You gotta put a little muscle, and then get better, dude. I was really upset to see that he was an ACL for him or whatever, and Monty's super upset. He's kind of in mourning. But we'll see. We'll see what happens next year. But Bryce Ford could end up in that Lawrence Cager kind of third tight end hybrid type guy.
I think with Daniel Bellinger, what we saw in the Carolina Panthers game, I think that's where he's going to really excel, because when you get into the red zone, a lot of eyes are going to be on Waller, and Bellinger, I think, is going to be able to kind of eat underneath, and you kind of saw how open he was. I said this before. I think, once upon a time, Brian Dable had, Aaron Hernandez and Rob Gronkowski at the same time and was using them both. And I think, you're going to see Daniel Bellinger running a lot of similar type of routes and playing very similar to how Rob Gronkowski did his rookie year. And then you're going to see Darren Waller play and do what Aaron Hernandez was doing, lining up inside tight as a tight end position, going to the wide receiver position, how he was used, and he had a lot of success. Obviously, I'm not saying that they're going to be as good, right? Or I'm not trying to say, make any type of comparisons, but I think this is going to be a very, very good combination between these two guys. And they're going to be able to do some very, very good damage this year. I think Daniel's going to be, barring that, like I said, barring that they both stay healthy, I think Daniel's got two good tight ends now that he can use to his advantage, and pairing that with the wide receiver room as well. So I like Daniel Bellinger. I think that Daniel Bellinger is going to be a big integral piece to this offense this year. I do see us running a lot of 12 personnel and really, really utilizing the capabilities that brings us.
Okay, so it may just be me, okay, but the the least exciting room to me, as I look at this, is going to probably sound a little crazy, but the least exciting room to me is the running back room, y'all. That doesn't mean that I don't like it, because I like the running back room. It's just like it's the running back room. Saquon's going to be a beast. We all know that. Breida is a solid backup. Brightwell and Gray are two young kids that are going to be able to, get some reps and maybe get better. But I mean, like this is a good running back room, but it's like, all right, cool. Like with all the other things that are going on here, this room is like, I'm just least concerned about this room. Like, yeah, cool. Running back room. Solid.
Yeah.
That's me.
No, I mean, I think that to be honest with you, I think that they dropped, in my opinion, I think they dropped the ball with the running back room. You let a guy like Joshua Corbin, walk out the door, who I think had probably the best preseason out of the running backs that played, and had a very, very good, training camp. And, he's going to, end up going somewhere else. I think he already did. And I would have rather have him on this roster than a guy like Gary Brightwell, who is now going into his, fourth year or third year with the team.
This
and
is
really
third year.
And has not really contributed other than special teams. And you got a guy like Joshua Corbin, who was able to run the football well, is good at pass blocking as well, given his size. I think, is able to be used in the passing game. And, oh, by the way, he plays special teams. So you have a guy that can do all three or all four phases of what's important for a running back: pass blocking, running, pass catching, playing special teams, and they let him walk out the building. Eric Gray, I understand him making the roster because he's a rookie and he was a little bit of a fan favorite. But I just think I don't have a problem with Breida being on the roster. Obviously, Saquon. I think they should have swapped out Gary Brightwell for Joshua Corbin. I think they dropped the ball with that, in my opinion.
Sarge?
I mean, Joshua Corbin had that one good run where he dragged a bunch of Jets players a couple extra yards. I mean, did we really think that he was going to make the team? I don't think I did.
I did. I mean, he had a 30-yard run.
You have a lot of what we call invasive thoughts. So,
no, but I mean, in all of the Twitter spaces that I was in, Pat Leonard had him making the roster. Pat Leonard does a podcast on you. Pat Leonard.
Who? What?
Joshua Corbin.
I'm not familiar with Pat Leonard.
Apparently, Max is saying that it's Jashawn, not Joshua.
Yeah.
Oh, Jashawn. Yeah, sorry, Jashawn Corbin or whatever.
Anyway,
yeah, Pat Leonard does a podcast.
Wait! You gonna advocate for a player you don't even know his name? God damn it, Rob!
Whatever. You really don't know who Pat Leonard is?
No, I'm blocked by Pat Leonard. That's why I say shit.
Oh yeah, I mean he does a podcast.
Pat Leonard can't take constructive criticism.
There's a lot of people on the XCOM Give It To You app.
Louis Riddick can't take constructive criticism.
There are some people
So they just block you.
that block people. And listen, I have 0 people blocked on Twitter. I've never blocked anyone on Twitter, and I will never block anyone on Twitter.
But I think more people, as far as like I said, from being in Twitter Spaces on a regular basis, a lot of people felt like Corbin was making a strong push and thought that he was going to make the roster, or at least should have made the roster. Like I said, he had a big run again the first preseason game. He played again very good against Carolina when he got into the game, and then he had a good game against against the Jets as well. He did more than we didn't even see Gary Brightwell. Like Gary Brightwell he wasn't injured. He didn't even play. So it's
that's because here's the thing is the team saw what Gary Brightwell could do last year. For that, all right, we're gonna talk comparisons. Okay, so then last time I checked, Saquon Barkley didn't take any preseason yet.
Yeah, but Saquon Barkley's earned that. What is Gary Brightwell? I could argue that in 3 games. Gary Brightwell
was on the team last year. Josiah Corbin was picked up at the beginning of the year. Like, I'm using your Tim Tebow argument against you.
This is ridiculous. I can't believe I'm allowing this shit to happen on my goddamn.
Can we move on, please?
I'm just saying, why are we advocating for
nobody cares about the running back room.
Okay, all right. Why receiver?
It is what it is. Saquon Barkley and Matt Breida are going to be the only running backs who see the field, except for maybe Gary Brightwell and Eric Gray returning punts and kickoffs.
Probably. And it is what it is because we got other players and we got another. Hold on a second because there's another player that y'all aren't even considering that can line up back there, and that's the homie Wan'Dale Robinson. Okay, Wan'Dale Robinson can line up back there, which leads me into this wide receiver room because there's another running back for you.
See, that's what we call a segue.
But listen, yeah, it's professional. But listen, I'm not none of that. But listen, wide receiver room, right?
Yep.
This wide receiver room still needs work, in my opinion. Like, I'm not all the way happy with this wide receiver room, but like I understand why this receiver room is the way it is, and I see the vision. Like, I see the vision as it relates to like speed, separation, shiftiness, catch and run type players. We got a couple players take the top off. So like we got a lot of options here. And then I know everybody gives Sterling Shepard the business, right? But let me tell y'all something about Sterling Shepard. He's probably one of the best run blocking wide receivers in the NFL. It's just fact. Okay. He's probably He's probably one of the best run blocking wide receivers in the NFL, and he's willing to do it. So like that sometimes that goes a long way. Sometimes a wide receiver that is sure-handed, can catch and can block when we run these weird gadget bullshit plays because we got so much speed on the field that you can't keep up with none of it. I mean, like,
he's our best route. He's our best route runner.
He also is the best route runner on this team. He also is I know that there's a lot of people that are like, Sterling Shepard, why you make this team? Because listen, Sterling Shepard been good his entire career. The motherfucker just hurt all the time. Like, that's just what it is.
That's not his fault. And I'm in that camp, Pest, is I'm not gonna stand for any Sterling Shepard slander at all. I mean, the guy does his thing. I mean, the guy could have sat home last year. He got hurt. He could have fucked out home and done whatever.
You stay with the team.
This motherfucker was with the team every fucking week. He was there with the team.
Waving towels, waving t-shirts. He's got all these custom t-shirts and whatnot. Like, say what you want, but like, Sterling Shepard is the Flavor Flav of the New York Giants.
To go to London. He begged Davis to travel to London.
What?
I'm saying he begged Davis to go to London because he
wanted to be with the team. Yeah. This dude's there every fucking week, y'all. He don't have to be there. Y'all don't understand that. He don't have to be there. He's there every week.
Is the Flavor Flav of the New York Giants. He is the heart and soul of that team, and Public Enemy would not be the same without Flavor Flav. The New York Giants would not be the same without Sterling Shepard.
You're right. I like it. You know what, Mayhem?
I like a big cock. I don't know what you want to do, but Let's face it, Sterling Shepard is a little more together than Flavor Flav is.
I like it. I like it.
I'll say this in regards to the wide receiver room, though. I love Sterling Shepard, and I do think when healthy all around, he's probably the best wide receiver on this roster. You got a rookie in Jalen Hyatt, who we don't know.
Oh, what the fuck you mean we don't know? We already know. Stop it.
Listen.
He's faster than you.
Okay, that's great.
Oh, wait. While we're talking about Jalen Hyatt,
he's faster than you. He's faster than you.
I understand that.
I want to hear your guys' thoughts about Jalen Hyatt wearing 13.
Give a fuck. Whatever.
Does anybody care?
Yeah, whatever. It's Odell's number. And whatever, motherfucker. It ain't retired. You ain't retired that bitch. It ain't your number. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck.
I'd say this. I care, but I don't care. One, the reason why I don't care is it's a number. Right at the end of the day, it's a number. I do care because I like this kid. I really do. And I think that I think that with the right training and the right mindset, I think that he could be very good for us. The problem is when you wear that number, it comes with expectations.
Oh, no, it fucking doesn't.
Listen.
Whoa.
Let me finish.
Yeah, because did you have the same expectations for David Sills when he wore 13?
No, but what the fuck are we talking about? This ain't the Dallas Cowboys 88, bro. It's fucking.
Yeah, this is not the 88 club. This is not the 88 club.
Time out. Hold on.
Odell's not even wearing 13 with the Ravens right now. Am I right?
Listen, hold on. No, I didn't feel that way about David Sills, but David Sills, we didn't draft him. He went undrafted.
All right, wait. Hold on a second.
Nobody cared about David Sills.
Do you know the reason why? Do you know the reason why Jalen Hyatt has number 13, Rob? Do you know the reason why? Because I do. I do know the reason why. Yeah, I know the exact reason why. Or at least, or at least I know I know what he said when he was asked the question. Because he actually wants number 11, but that number's retired.
Yeah, he just wanted a low number.
So no. He specifically said he wanted 11, but 11's retired, so 13 it is.
Yeah, but he said I wanted a low number. I would have taken 11, but it was retired, so 13 was
13 it is.
My point is this. Nobody gave a fuck about David Sills. Nobody had expectations for David Sills. You have a rookie that everybody thought we were taking at 25.
Monty
was taken at 25. I don't want this fan base, if for whatever reason he does not produce the way that the original number 13 did, people are going to start fucking judging this kid or whatever. I
don't think anyone gives a figgity fuck about this number. I don't think anyone cares about this number.
Rob, if he kept 84, would you judge him against arguably the best 84 in the history of the NFL?
No, because nobody wore 84 with us except for Herman Moore. That was a big time.
I'm talking about in the history of the NFL. I'm talking about Randy Moss.
But Randy Moss.
Yeah,
but Randy Moss never played for the Giants. I'm talking about players that have played for
overall.
The Giants. I don't think.
Yeah, but I'm not. Look, there's been a lot. Like, I'm not out here comparing Jalen Hyatt to Keenan Allen, who wears 13. Keenan Allen didn't play for the Giants. I'm not doing that. Or Stevie Johnson, or hell, Gabe Davis, who wears 13. I'm comparing it to players that have wore that number here. I just would have preferred him to. He says he wants to make his own legacy. Make your own legacy. But no matter how you slice it, that legacy, unless he comes out and plays at a high level, is going to be compared now to OBJ because you're wearing that number.
I don't believe that.
Okay, you don't have to believe it. You don't have to believe it. I
don't believe that. That's you know what? That's I'm going to be completely honest.
How do you
wait. Let me say what I have to say first. Don't interrupt me while I'm making my point. This sounds like the old man yelling at a cloud take. Like, get off my lawn. Back in my day, football, they used to hit each other. Like, that's what this sounds like. Are you really going to sit here and tell me? Are you really going to sit here and tell me that people are going to be like, Jalen Hyatt sucked, and part of the reason why he sucked was because he picked 13?
Let me ask you a question. Before last year, if his number wasn't retired and Daniel Jones was absolute trash for 3 years and he was wearing 10, which is what Eli Manning wrote, I guarantee you people would have been giving him shit that he's disgracing that number. Guaranteed that they would have.
Bro, Eli Manning is a fucking Hall of Famer.
Okay.
And only played for the Giants.
What I'm saying,
only played for the Giants.
What I'm saying is if Daniel was wearing number 10, and the first 3 years, he was absolute dog shit, except for his rookie year. The last 2 years, before last year, and he was wearing 10. People would have been like, dude, you suck, and you're wearing a number that represents greatness.
You want to know why you're taking super bad, Rob? No. Here's why you're taking super bad, because Eli Manning has the key to the city in New York and New Jersey, and Odell Beckham Jr. fucking does not. I mean, what are we talking about here, bro? Eli Manning can't step outside without getting his dick sucked in the tri-state area.
Right. Okay.
What are we talking about here? This motherfucker is royalty. You talking about Odell Beckham, bro? Let's talk about this offensive line. Why the fuck?
We're talking about the offensive line in the shit show that we have at tackle.
Why the fuck is Matt Parrott still on his goddamn roster? That's what I want.
Here's the thing, is this is what I kind of think I think I figured out. Is Tyree Phillips was injured all of training camp. They brought him back. He's on the practice squad. I would not be surprised if they parked Tyree Phillips on the practice squad to get him healthy. And once he's ready to go, Matt Pert gets cut.
I can see that.
It does make sense.
Because let's face it. Matt Pert is not a swing tackle. Matt Pert is okay at right tackle and an absolute turnstile at left tackle. Like Nate Solder bad at left tackle. He is a serviceable right tackle. Left tackle is an absolute and total unmitigated shit show. Okay, shit show. And Tyree Phillips, when healthy, is good and good. Tyree Phillips is our swing tackle. They parked him on the practice squad because he's a veteran. He's one of those vested veterans who didn't have to go through waivers or whatever. And they parked him on the practice squad because they're waiting for him to be game ready before they finally cut Matt Pert.
What's his injury?
I would not be surprised. I don't know. And that's the thing is I've been listening to podcasts and trying to checking the Twitter accounts of all the beat reporters. I don't think anybody really knows what's going on with him, but they parked him on the practice squad where he's safe. And no one's going to think to try to claim him off the practice squad because they did not see him play in preseason. So they just kind of hit him over there. He's not hurt enough where he's going to be on the PUP or needs to be on IR. He needs maybe a week or two. I would not be surprised by the time week 3, week 4 rolls around that he's activated to the main roster and Matt Pert is just cut. Dunsky. Done.
It makes sense. That's hard to argue with it. It's a very logical take. It's a very logical take because Matt Parrott's not good. I'm so disappointed in Matt Parrott because I was so excited about him when we picked him up.
I was really shooting for the guy. The guy is out there, and at least as far as I can tell, and I've heard Carl Banks talk about this and whatnot, but the guy's out there trying. It's just not, he's just not connecting the dots. He's just not. I don't know, man. And he's a big dude. He's a long guy, and if he could get it all together, he could probably be pretty decent. But
he can't get it all together.
He can't get it all together.
He can't. First of all, he can't get it all together. And I understand that he's 6 foot 100 and 7,000 pounds. I understand that, right? So when I say this, I've said this before. But when I say this, I don't want it to be whatever. But the fact of the matter is that as a football player, as an offensive lineman, as a trench dude, Matt Parrott's soft. I'm sorry. He's fucking soft. That's what he is. SAWFT soft. He's soft.
Oh.
It is what it is. Like that's his biggest problem is that he's not angry. He's not an angry guy. He's not I think this motherfucker walks around every day whistling, yo. Like this dude's life is amazing. Cause there's not a inch of him that's fucking angry. Not even a little bit. And when you're in the trenches, you got to be angry. Because you're trying to move someone against their will.
Here's the thing. Like, I always thought, and this is the way my brain works, is offensive linemen and defensive linemen need to be very large human beings who are just perpetually angry all the time. Right? Andrew Thomas, Evan Neal, those guys look like prototypical offensive linemen. They were giant human beings. Two of the nicest guys you could probably ever meet in your entire life. However, when you get on the field with Andrew Thomas, he is going to put you in the dirt.
He's fucking angry, yo. He's tapping into something.
You never see the anger in him. He's always like, I'm doing my thing.
He's tapping into something on the inside.
Yeah, I watched the player profiles on the Giants YouTube page on Evan Neal, and he brought all the guys down to Florida to do like a football camp, and he literally brought the entire offensive line and Azeez Ojulari. That was it. He brought all of the offensive linemen and Azeez, the only defensive player. We're going to go down to Florida. We're going to do a bunch of things. Super nice dudes, all of them. All of those guys seem like super nice dudes. Mark Lewinsky looked like he will steal your wallet. Mark Lewinsky is a large, bearded human being who is going to rough you up for your lunch money. Mark Lewinsky
look at this.
Rough you up for your lunch money.
Look at oh my god, and his stuff
is all
Tim.
We'll see if Rob picks his head up.
Tim.
I saw Tim.
Rob hasn't picked his head up in a half hour.
Picks his head up.
He's like jamming pizza in his face off camera.
Nobody has YouTube on. Who's got YouTube on? Is that you, Tim?
He's like jamming pizza in his face off camera.
Nobody has YouTube on. Who's got YouTube on?
That's Tim.
It's Tim. It's Tim. YouTube on. Who's got YouTube
I don't have anything up here.
It's Tim. It's Tim.
We can hear you.
I have Twitter up.
Okay, that's what it is. Tim, what's going on with you, man?
That's what it was.
Not much. Just saw. I saw you shot me the link, and I was like, I got to stop in for a minute. Even though you said you're running to like 9:15.
So I know why Tim came in here. Tim has been hearing the ridiculous shit that Rob's saying, and he's here to slap some sense into him.
What have I been saying that's ridiculous?
He's just been saying a lot of ridiculous things tonight. I think you're saucy.
It's not Sunday, so he can't be saying ridiculous stuff yet.
I mean, Sunday. He's been saying some outlandish.
Oh, we say ridiculous. You say, I mean, a leopard never changes his stripes.
I thought they never changed their spots.
I was wondering you was going to catch that.
I find it funny. You know what I find funny is because I bring up the 13 with Hyatt with Odell Beckham, but even prior to this, fans were already comparing him to Odell Beckham, saying he's going to put up better numbers. So they're already comparing him to Odell Beckham, and even Max put it in the chat. The beat reporters are already calling him Odell. Well, comparing him to Odell wearing 13, making one-handed.
Comparing him to Ramsey Barton or David.
Yeah. Ramsey Barton. Why would you bring that name up, Tim? That breaks my heart. I love that kid so much. I love you. If you can hear the sound of my voice, I love you, man. I really wanted it to work out. I love you. I love that kid.
He had one
and
night.
The funny thing is the more Pest and I talk, the more I realize that he shoots for the same guys that I do. Like, I wanted Ramsey Barton to be a guy.
Oh man, I love that kid, man. When he had that one breakout game, I was like, he's arrived, and then he left, and I was like, he's gone. God dang, Ramses Barton. Okay.
Wait, Tess, here's the true test. Were you a Kevin Boss fan?
You know what? I never had no problems with Kevin Boss. I thought Kevin Boss was fine. Yeah, I was cool with him.
I was like, I wanted him to hit that next gear. I like you, Kevin Boss. Give me that another, and that never happened.
Yeah, it never happened. It just never happened. Okay, Tim, can you do me a favor also? Can you use your connections to find out why the fuck Matt Parrott is still on his goddamn roster? Like, what are we doing here?
Videos of someone in the front office. I mean, you got a swing tackle that's more like a revolving door. I mean, it's scary. And the Giants didn't have any waiver claims this week or today. And I thought they would have come up with someone else. And there were some guys out there. I mean, even if you go to like Michael Jordan, no, not the basketball player, of course, Michael Jordan over in Carolina, who got released. I mean, not the greatest player in the world, not a world beater, but at least he can pass block. I've never seen a guy who besides Shane Lemieux, who has no idea what to do when he's going backwards.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Connor Galvin, Tim, was another guy that got cut from the Lions.
Yes, he actually had the highest ranking Pro Football Focus pass blocking skills, and that $1.50 gets you 75 cents.
I love when Tim does
they were there. Like, they were there at the joint practice. We played them in preseason, obviously.
That's the thing, Rob, is you got to think that if they were there in the joint practices and they saw his name come up on the waiver wire.
He's a fucking bum!
They didn't pick him for a reason.
He's a bum!
They're like, you know what? Matt's not that bad.
They're like, I'm sorry. Fucking
warm up the pen.
I guarantee.
Did we give Matt the right playbook? Did we give Matt Pert the right playbook?
I would guarantee that Connor Galvin's better than Matt Pert.
Oh shit, man.
Okay. The only thing you'd say about Matt is, he's.
Bro, I think you could put him and Rob out on the ends, and they would probably.
The only thing that you could probably say about Matt is he probably doesn't at Home Depot. He doesn't need to use the ladder to grab things. That's pretty much about it.
He is a long.
Pretty much. Okay, so I want you guys' reactions to Isaiah Simmons, because I know that I had talked about it a little bit last weekend, but I don't think I got Tim's opinion on it. So Tim,
he decided that he wanted to go to the beach.
Yeah, he wanted
when we could have talked about it. He wanted to go to the beach.
I'm sorry, that those damn kids and that family and that wife.
That goddamn real life.
He's gonna chato.
So Tim, what do you think about Isaiah Simmons? What do you think about the trade? What do you think about it?
I liked when he came out of the draft. I did a video and I always tell people to go back and watch it, where my biggest concern was his lack of a position. And I felt that if he was under the right defensive coordinator, and at the time the Giants didn't have the right defensive coordinator, he was going to suffer in this league, because he was either going to play out of position at certain times. And with his coverage skills, I mean, he played 46% in the slot last year in Arizona. Mm-hmm. And as a guy that has that type of speed, he should be rushing the passer. He should be paired with Bobby Okereke as an off the ball linebacker. And try to run down some ball carries if they get into the second level. But I think if there's one defensive coordinator that can work with him and help him figure out what he needs to do, it's going to be Wink. And he's already come out. I mean, he came out in Arizona a couple times and said he would rather play safety. And now he's come to New York and he's basically saying, I'm putting my career in Wink's hands, because he's a reclamation project. He really is. It's not. I said this before. He reminds me of a first-round pick that failed, that the Knicks would go out and get. I know it's a different sport, but the Knicks always had these guys that, they would always pick up a guy that was third overall pick. We're going to turn them around. We're going to make them better. We're going to do all these things. And then majority of the time they fail. But I think he has the talent. I think he has the speed. I got a little crazy last week when he played, and he played like 3 plays, and I had to hear how he was the second coming. That's like he's playing
because he is. Pay homage, Tim. You pay homage.
Well, listen, I have to, because the dangerous David Sills is gone. He's sitting over there in Vegas. So I have to have somebody now.
R.I.P.
Yeah,
to the
warn me
Stills
when you-
Army. Oh, it's so
You're
sad.
gonna warn me when you do shit like that.
He'll never be back here again, y'all. He's never coming. Listen, Sills is never coming back ever again.
I love it. Those people that were comparing.
Monty, don't watch this. Monty, don't watch this.
No, I'm sorry. I love you, Monty, but this is hilarious, bro. Like every year, every fucking year, we do this with David Sills. Like he's not going to make the team.
I heard people saying he's going to be the next Ed McCaffrey.
Yeah, that's
he's not gonna fucking make the team. I mean, like, we gotta listen, yo. We gotta just be honest with ourselves. Eventually, this motherfucker's not gonna make the team. Okay, it's just what it is.
Let's just hope he's not the next fucking Ed McCaffrey that came to the Giants. He couldn't get it done, went to Denver, and had a freaking Hall of Fame career.
He's gonna get picked up by the Eagles and having a thousand.
People forget with Ed McCaffrey though. He first went to the 49ers and failed. He was at Denver for 3 years. And was mediocre at best. It wasn't until year 4 that he started having his consecutive 3,000-yard seasons.
Yeah. I think that's probably because Rod Smith. I think around that time.
That had and Terrell Davis and that Elway guy.
Look, I think with the thing with Isaiah Simmons, because I didn't have an opportunity. Pest, we didn't have an opportunity to talk about it either. But, they didn't give up much for him. They gave up a 7th round pick. So even if it doesn't work out, it's nothing serious. Yeah, but it's really not. Like he gave up a 7th round pick for him. So
who did we pick in the 7th round this year?
Jordan Riley. Oh, actually, I don't think we had a 7th round pick this year.
Yeah, we did. We drafted Jordan Riley. And Jordan Riley I don't think he was a 7th. I don't think we had a 7th. He was in the 6th round. We did have a 7th round pick. Oh wait, no, you're right. You was 6. Never mind. I'll shut up.
But like I just if it doesn't work out, you didn't give up a lot to get him. But I think that with Isaiah Simmons, he does give you, and I talked about it a little bit today. I think he gives you that little bit of versatility on the defense where you can kind of move him and put him in different spots. He could play the linebacker position. When you had Micah McFadden there a little bit last year, Mike is a little bit shorter. Now when you have like a 6'4" guy, that's there. He was, now you got to try to get it over him, right? The quarterback's going to throw that ball a little bit more, or put a little bit more on it, right? So I think he gives you that versatility. Both him, Bobby can blitz up the middle. You can put him on the edge. You can come off the edge, right? I just think that it's going to really allow us to increase our pass rush, if anything, allowing us to get to the quarterback better. Last year, there were so many games where I feel like we needed a pass rush, and I felt like we just were like stuck there at the line. Like nobody could get free, nobody could get loose and get that pressure in those key moments. And, we saw it in the playoff. I saw it in the playoff game. I saw it throughout the season. And now I think when you have a guy like Bobby, guy like Isaiah, who can get there, I think that's going to really, really help this pass rush, and it's going to help these young corners too that are playing as well. So,
speaking of the corners, I personally am kind of surprised at how quickly this defensive back room became, in my opinion, the strength of this team. We got some guys here.
We got
some guys really fucking successful in this system.
We got some guys who were successful against third teamers and Home Depots.
No, Tim.
Let's be honest.
I mean, we can be honest.
I was at the Carolina game.
I mean, we can be honest.
Mr. Hawkins got turned around on 3 separate plays. He had one play where he gave up a huge pass, and it only got called back because of a hold. And like I said, Banks, I have more confidence in Banks than right now I do in Hawkins, because they are going to go after Hawkins. And like I said, this whole dilemma or this whole delirium about Adoree Jackson playing in the slot next, in 2 weeks, that's just a misnomer.
I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen.
Yes, he's going to shadow CeeDee Lamb wherever he goes, and if CeeDee goes in the slot, he's going to the slot.
Then he'll go in the slot, and that's fine.
Well, he's not going to bring in 2 rookie corners to go up against Dallas on opening night. He's not. He's much smarter than that. And anyone can tell me any different, but I'll tell you this: when I'm standing on the field on that Sunday night, and you look at and you see what's going on, you're gonna go back and say, you know what, Tim was right once again.
No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say Tim's never coming here again. Never. No. Okay. Here's the thing. Here's why I think that this is our strength, actually, because when we look at what Adoree Jackson and what Deonte Banks are going to be capable of being our outside boundary corners, I'm not super concerned about the whole slot thing, right? I'm not super concerned about who's going to line up outside and who's going to, because here's the thing. That's what Wink Martindale's job is. What I think, though, is that the players here, like specifically these players, can be very successful in regards to what Wink Martindale wants to do here. And keep this in mind, okay? Because our fat guys up front are going to – they're going to be – quarterbacks going to be running for their fucking lives, I think. I think quarterbacks will be running for their fucking lives this year. I really do. If quarterbacks running for their lives and Aaron throws are happening, we going to get interceptions, y'all. I don't give a fuck about sacks. I want interceptions. That's how I feel. That's just my personal opinion.
I mean, I think you need to care more about the slot, because when you look at a lot of the teams that and hear me out, CeeDee Lamb last year, 60% of his snaps came in the slot. Deebo Samuel, 60% of his snaps came in the slot. Brandon Ayuk, 45% of his snaps came in the slot. AJ Brown took snaps in the slot. Devontae Smith took snaps in the slot. The slot is very important. It's a very important position. Now, I hear what Tim is saying, but Adoree's not going to be shadowing everybody. He's going to play in the slot this year, and his responsibility is going to be who's ever in the slot. And they're going to have Banks, and they're going to have Trey Hawkins on the outside.
Outside of Sauce Gardner last year, name me a rookie corner, first rounder who stepped in and played extremely well for an entire 17.
I understand that, but not every. Yeah, but you're talking about a once in a blue moon type of deal.
Let's answer the question first, because this is a 2-part question. So, what first round corner had come in and stepped in on a championship defense or even a playoff style defense that played well enough outside of Sauce to give you that confidence that Banks is going to come in and do it?
None.
Well, okay, now what fifth rounder was it? When was Hawkins drafted? I forget.
Sixth.
So what 6th round corner has come into this league and gone up against these types of wide receivers you're talking about and has excelled?
Richard Sherman.
Richard Sherman's probably older than I am.
Okay, well, I don't see. Here's the thing, though, is that I don't.
Last year,
I don't.
Yeah, but that's not what you said, Tim. Is you just simply asked a question. You asked what 6th round pick corner came in and played.
Sherman was a 5th round pick,
right?
Look, I mean, even with Banks, like one, the thing I'm going to push back on you, Pest, is we don't know.
Shout out to Tuto. I see you, Tuto. Shout out to you, brother.
We don't know what Banks is capable of. He hasn't stepped on the field. Like, Banks is going to get burned this year. It's going to happen. He's a rookie. He's going to get beat.
We're not
he's going to get beat. Now, the thing is, I want to see, like, okay, if you play CD the first time, and let's just say you line up against whoever you're lining up against, and they beat you. Okay, that's fine. How are you going to adjust the second game, right? And are they going to beat you with the same type of moves? And if the same moves that they beat you on in the first matchup aren't working in the second one, then that means to me you're watching the film, you're learning, you're getting better, you're adapting, and you're going to be a good football player. It's when you're go ahead, sorry.
Coaching too.
Yes, coaching 100%.
Are you being coached up? Like, okay, and it's not just first game, second game. It's also first half, second half, or first quarter, second quarter.
Yeah, like, are you the first half of the season? Are you struggling?
You know, the position coaches are going to be on top of those guys, and they're going to be like, "Okay, man, this is what you did. This is what he did. Keep an eye out for that, because when he does this, you're going to want to do that."
Exactly.
You're going to want to see growth. I think we want to see growth. That's all we want to see.
100%. I think that Andre Patterson and Jerome Henderson are the 2 best position coaches that we have on this team right now. And you saw what he was able to do last year with guys like Fabian Moreau and stuff like that, right? coming in. And I think that right now, I wouldn't say that it's our strength, but I think it's one of our biggest depths. We have a lot of depth.
Our strength. This going to be our strength.
I'm not going to look at the end of the year. We could probably be saying that, but right now, I'm not going to say that this is the strength of our team. I think this is a team that last year we didn't have a lot of depth, and now we have a lot of depth. I would say the same thing about the wide receivers. Last year, we didn't have a lot of depth at wide receiver. Now we actually have depth at wide receiver. If you want me to tell you what I think our strength is of this team in its entirety, offense and defense, it's the defensive line. It's the defensive line. That is the strength of this team. You went from Dexter Lawrence and Leonard Williams to having a solid rotational piece in Nacho. You bring in Aaaaand Robinson. Jordan Riley, with all due respect, being taken in the 6th round, made the most of the opportunities, not without, some things that he needs to improve on, but capitalized on the opportunities that he was given. And you just brought in Boogie Basham, who's going to be playing edge, edge
and
rush.
Boogie's not even on this roster right here that we have.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Listen, listen. I understand, and I don't disagree with the sentiment.
I would say the second strength on this team, honestly, is Graham Gano.
Just one guy, Graham Gano. You know what?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
You know what?
I mean, he don't punt the
football.
football.
No. You know what? No, I fucks with that.
Rob, I was right. Jordan Riley was our 7th round pick.
No, Owens was our 7th round pick.
No, he was not. Jordan Riley was pick number 243.
Yeah,
Jordan
but
Riley,
Owens was taken after him, though. Owens was taken after him.
It doesn't matter because we had multiple 7th round picks.
What the fuck's that got to do with the price of tea in China?
Whatever.
I was talking.
Wrong. Fine, I was wrong.
No, listen. Graham Gano. I'll fuck with that take. He is one of our strengths. Yo, he's automatic. He's fucking automatic. I hope that he has another amazing season. I personally just think that this defensive backroom is going to be like we're going to be talking about this defensive backroom by the end of the season.
I think we have. Look, I think when you look at it, right, Banks obviously is going to be a contributor. I think Trey Hawkins is going to be a contributor. Xavier McKinney, right now the knock on him is that he can't stay healthy, right? We know what McKinney's capable of. He just needs to make sure that he stays on the field and does it. I think some people probably underestimate it, but I think Jason Pinnock is going to be a very valuable player for us on the defensive side of the football. I think he's going to play very, very well. And that's a guy that we got off waivers last year that I think was overlooked by the Jets, and it's going to end up paying off dividends for the Giants. But you look at
I don't think well-informed fans are going to overlook Jason Pinnock.
No, guys that know,
well-informed. I'm talking I know you were talking a lot of times. You're talking about in general overhead.
Yeah, in general,
fans are going to overlook Jason Pinnock, but the maniacs like us.
The dude has a knack for the ball.
Pinnock.
Yeah,
the guy is a player. The guy is a gamer.
He is. He's a ball hawk. He's got a knack for the ball. He's there. I personally think the way you're going to see it is he's going to be the deep safety that's going to be kind of covering left and right. I think now having Isaiah Simmons in the middle of the field, it's going to allow him to kind of use Xavier McKinney all around the field and move him around and just allow him to kind of go out there and just play football, which is kind of what he was doing his first year or his first full season playing when he had the 5 interceptions. I think McKinney is going to have – I think we're going to be talking about McKinney this year the way we were this is a hot take. I think we're going to be talking about McKinney this year the way we were talking about Dexter Lawrence last year. That jump in performance that Dexter took last year.
I don't think that's a hot take. I don't think that's
I don't know how
natural.
Because right now,
it's a natural progression for him.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, though, there's a lot of people that don't want to pay him.
Being an all-pro bowler this year. Do you have any idea how much money we have next year?
Oh, we do. I mean, listen, I know we have like almost $60 million with 48 guys under contract.
He getting paid. He getting paid.
But there's like in group chats come in and stuff like that. There are a selective few, and some that I see on the timeline, selective few that don't want to pay McKinney. And I get it, I understand it, but Look,
no, they don't want to pay McKinney because they were mad at what happened last season.
Yeah.
They don't want to pay McKinney because they were mad at what happened.
That's my thing.
Because the guy took a vacation and got hurt.
Like that shit could happen. No, you could, bro.
You can get hurt fucking falling in the shower in the locker room.
He could have went outside to go for a walk and gotten attacked by a fucking mountain lion or some shit like that.
Fucking mountain lion.
Yo, you laugh. You laugh. That shit happens here. That shit happens here.
What? Fuck that. Bro, I'm not going to wherever that is.
That happens here.
Fucking happen. That shit can fucking happen. So, like, I think when you look at the team overall from the defensive back perspective, I think that you do have some contributors. I like Owens. I think Owens is a good player. He's going to be playing on special teams. I'm actually, from the little bit that we saw in preseason, he's got a knack. He's got good instincts. He broke on balls and pause, you know, in the preseason games, which I liked. Bobby McCain. Look, I'm not a big fan, but I think they brought him in here for a reason, and people were saying he wasn't going to make the roster, and he did. I think the reason why he's here is his versatility.
Bobby McCain is a wink guy. Bobby McCain is a wink guy.
Yeah, he can play nickel, he can play safety. Same thing with Nick McLeod. They did both with Nick McLeod, playing him at safety, playing him a corner in the preseason. We know who Adoree Jackson is. The oddball out here is Darnay Holmes. Like,
I'm a little surprised that Darnay.
First of all,
it's the Darnay Slayton of last year.
Darnay's gonna prove all y'all wrong. He gonna prove all y'all wrong. Watch him do it.
Cool. I'm cool with that. If Darnay can come out and have a year,
he gonna make y'all. Oh, shut up.
Please stop.
I'll give him. I'll be the first one. I will be the first one to give Darnay Holmes his flowers if he can stop holding motherfuckers.
Off topic.
Stop holding.
Whoa. Hold on. Okay. How long is your off topic going to take? Because we have to wrap the show up.
2 seconds. I got to hit. Not because I like this player.
Oh, wait. It's a hot take? Okay. Wait. If it's a hot take, save it. If it's a hot take, save it.
It's not that kind of a hot take.
Well, okay. Well, save it.
All right.
Because we're getting ready to go into the lightning round here, okay, gentlemen?
Okay.
All right. Lightning round. We're gonna wrap this bad boy up. All right. Very quickly.
With like a
I
Trojan
just need the yes, like a Trojan. On offense, who is your dark horse? Who is your unsung hero? I want you to who who would you bet your money on would be like the integral piece of the offense that we're not talking about him right now. Rob, go.
Ooh.
I thought Lightning was supposed to be quick.
It's supposed to be quick.
Well, I got 2. I'm going to say Darius Slayton and Evan Neal.
Darius Slayton and Evan Neal?
And Evan Neal.
Those are
Okay.
I mean, and I think that's because, like, I'm going to say Evan Neal just because.
No.
It's not time for you to diarrhea at the
damn it. Lightning round.
All right. Evan Neal and Darius Slayton. Sorry.
Shut up.
You said who are we not talking about who's going to make the most impact this year?
Yeah, who's John Michael?
Smith.
No, that don't count. No, that don't count. No.
How does that not count?
Everybody talking about John Michael Schmidt. He's the bee's knees. Stop it, bro. Let's not go sit here and act like we're not talking about John Michael Schmidt. Like he was the best.
We haven't said his name once. If we are an hour or almost 20, nobody has said John Michael Schmidt.
Because we've spent the majority of this night shitting on the players that we don't think should be on this fucking roster. That's the reason why. Yeah. Okay.
John Michael Smith is going to be offensive rookie.
Sarge, I'll give you a name. I'll give you a name, Sarge. Wandell Robinson. Nobody's talking about him.
Oh, I fuck with Wandell Robinson, man. He's gonna.
We all do. Tim, who's your unsung hero?
Paris Campbell is going to lead his team in yardage.
Tommy DeVito for him.
I swear
Paris Campbell will lead his teams in reception and yardage.
Listen, God damn it, Tim stole mine.
Over Darren Waller?
Son of a bitch. He stole mine.
All right, Tim, you're not allowed to go to the beach anymore because you come back saying some radical shit.
What do you think is going to happen with Waller after week 3? You don't think teams are?
Yeah, Waller's going to get double teamed like
Paris Campbell. Paris Campbell
with the Raiders, and he was
you don't understand.
Going to be one-on-one. Someone's going to be one-on-one.
You don't understand. Paris Campbell is going to eat in this offense. Y'all don't get it because y'all don't watch the Colts like I watch the Colts. Paris Campbell is going to fucking eat in this system. If he gets the ball in his hands and he's got 2 yards of space, he's going to get 15 yards. Okay? That's what's going to happen. Automatic.
Paris Campbell's going to get an extended contract, and they're going to try to retire Zero in New York.
All right. Defensive unsung hero. Tim, defensive unsung hero. Who are we not talking about that's going to be integral?
Right now, you know what's funny? I think you're going to stay with the defensive line. I'm going to actually go with the Nacho.
Nacho
Man. And everyone seems to forget that Dexter Lawrence and Leonard Williams were on this team last year, and they were a leaky faucet. Mm-hmm. And actually, the Giants performed better when Leonard Williams against the run was not in the game when he got hurt, when DJ Davidson came in as well. I think Nacho is going to be more than a rotational piece right now. And I think he's going to have I think at certain points in time, he's going to remind a little bit of people of Dalvin Tomlinson a little bit.
Hey, you ran out of your lightning round town, God damn it. I don't have. Hey, give him a round of applause, audience. Sarge.
Dirty work.
Sarge. Unsung hero.
Unsung hero we're not talking about. Wait, hold on. I got something. Carl Banks said this, and I'm going to repeat it because Carl Banks is one of the smartest defensive players of all time. Should be in the Hall of Fame. Shout out to Carl Banks. Azeez Ojulari, 12 sacks.
Oh, okay. All right. Rob, who's your unsung hero?
Azeez going to get his body right, 12 sacks.
I say 15.
15 sacks. 15. Yeah, 20. 20. Hey,
20.
Okay, Rob, who's your unsung hero?
23, and he breaks the fucking record, baby. No, I'm just kidding.
Strahan's record?
22 and a half, I think. It's 22 and a half. I'm going to go with the future Hall of Famer. I'm going to go with the future Hall of Famer. Future Hall of Famer, Trey Hawkins III.
We were just talking about.
And we were just talking about
unsung hero. The talking guys we're not talking about. Follow directions.
All right. Realistically.
I'm a guest. This is not even my show, and I know what's going on.
I'm going to say Leonard Williams is going to be the unsung hero.
I fucking hate you. All right, you know what? Screw it. Hey, yo, Darnay Holmes is my unsung hero, y'all. Darnay Holmes is getting ready to shut y'all the fuck up.
Oh my god.
Darnay Holmes is going to get less than.
Is he going to help you find some batteries at Home Depot? Is that what he's going to be your unsung hero?
Darnay Holmes, unsung hero. Book it. Okay. All right. Last thing. All right. I want a hot take now. Now, Rob, I'm going to let you wet our whistle with that warm take you were going to hit us with. What was that warm take?
Warm take is I believe that Marcus McKeithen by the end of the season will be one of our starting guards over Josh Azudu. And it will be not due to injury.
Wow. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. Tim, I want you to give me the hottest fucking take you can give me. That we can put on wax and we can revisit at the end of the season.
Daniel Jones goes out in week 8 with an injury because Marcus McKeithen was taking over the guard position.
Well, fuck, that's not good. That's terrible. That's a
Tommy DeVito finishes.
And Tommy DeVito, that son of a bitch, that motherfucking Tommy DeVito, get him out of here.
Hey, we call him Spit Shine Tommy. He make your fucking cleats look like mirrors.
All right.
Pest, I know you're a wrestling fan. Does Tommy DeVito not look like MJF? Like a weak version of MJF?
A little bit. Okay, Tim, what's your hot take for the season for real?
Hot take for the season, Daniel Jones actually passes the ball and goes over 4,000 yards.
4,000 yard season from Daniel Jones.
I mean, Tim, go a little bit further. Daniel Jones is in the MVP conversation.
I mean,
I'm sorry. I don't smoke crack.
Which brings me to my next point.
A hot crack pipe.
All right. Sarge, what's your
hot crack pipe?
What's your hot take?
What's my hot take? This year will be the first time they do co-defensive rookies of the year for Deontay Banks and Trey Hawkins.
I'm sorry, the crack pipe is going around.
I don't know.
They're both going to win it at the same time. They're both going to raise it together.
It's gonna be a team effort.
If you want to, what's the
Co-defensive rookies of the year?
I'll say this. I don't know what. I don't know if there's like a 2-player like sack record, but I will say, and I'm going to up my ante, that Kayvon and Aziz combine for either 25 to 30 sacks between each of them combined. Between the two of them,
they're going to have
30 sacks.
25 to 30 sacks combined
between the two.
Okay. How about this? Sack total for the New York Football Giants, the entire defense for this season. You said 25 for the two of them, 25 to 30.
Yeah, like I think like Kayvon gets 10, Aziz gets 15.
All right, 25. Okay, yeah. So total,
because he was averaging almost a sack a game last year, Aziz was.
What's the team record for sacks?
The Eagles were almost close to breaking that. They had like 75. I think it's like 80. It's like 78 or something like that. 78, cool. 78 or 79.
New York Giants defense, 80 sacks this year. Total. We're talking Kayvon. We're talking Dex, Aziz,
Isaiah,
Big Cat, Isaiah Simmons, Bobby Okereke.
The Boogeyman.
Over Boogie Basham.
No, not Boogie Basham.
By the way,
Boogeyman. Call him the Boogeyman.
Is it Boogie Basham? That's like the one of the best.
Yeah, but when you say Basham, I feel like he needs to walk out in the field like this, like the Basham brothers.
That was the Bushwhackers. First of all, that was the Bushwhackers because the Basham brothers were way after the Bushwhackers. Okay, let me give.
Brothers were the Mighty Ducks. You tool! God damn it.
Okay, so
don't get me started on hockey. We're not doing that right now.
No, we're not doing that because we're closing out the show. All right, so I'm going to give my hot take. Okay, I'm going to give my hot take, and then we're going to get the hell out of here. So here's my hot take. Okay?
Jalen Hyatt breaks Odell Beckham's rookie touchdown record.
Shut up. Actually, Jalen Hyatt wins rookie of the year, offensive rookie of the year. Jalen Hyatt wins offensive rookie of the year.
I think it's going to be Bijan.
That's my hot take. All right.
I don't think it will be Bijan because he's going to get
if he wins, if Hyatt wins offensive rookie of the year, that means he fucking popped off.
Yeah, I think he's going to.
Like I'm talking.
I honestly think like the way they run Bijan right now is bad for him. That kid's going to get hurt.
All right,
I don't want to see it because he's an amazing talent. But the way they run that kid, he's going to get hurt.
All right. Well, listen, we're going to end off on that. Tim, what's the next thing you got happening? Plug your shit.
Next thing you got going on is going to be the stream on Sunday with our RZeroB at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also want to give a big shout out to the Giants because I will be on the field on that opening game doing the flag ceremony once again. I was invited to go do it again this year. So big shout out to the Giant organization for reaching out and asking me if I want to come back on and give a big hand with the flag. So, but like I said, be there Sunday Giant, 10 a.m.
Tim, if you're standing next to Barkley, can you FaceTime me?
No, you're not allowed to bring cameras on the field.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'll be
invited back. He's not going to do that.
I want to say that I'll be in my seats when Tim is doing the flag, but I'll probably actually be in the parking lot getting fucked up.
Are you going to the game? Are you going to the game?
Opening night, bro.
Opening night, man.
Yes.
Are you guys all going?
Oh, I'm going to be there because you already know I have to.
You're in Colorado, aren't you?
Colorado, yeah. Starts in Colorado.
So Tim
and I are going to be there.
We'll be there.
I've got a little money squirreled away, and I'm trying to decide whether I go to Arizona week 2 or if I go to Vegas for the Raider game.
I don't think
because I'll tell you what.
I'm going to Vegas. Fuck Arizona.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing, man. I've been to Vegas. Vegas is a fucking shit show.
Well, everywhere is a shit show. So just go enjoy the shit show and then get the fuck out of there.
I've never been to Phoenix, and I know a bunch of dudes out there, but I know a bunch of dudes
I've been to Phoenix.
All right, too, so.
Sarge, when's the beards getting together?
You know what the funny thing is I've been getting messages like through the first half of the show about the guys trying to plan this week's show. We're on for this week. We're gonna roll at some point this week. We may pre-record and then release, or we may go live. Who knows? We're a little capricious. We like to do things. But since I'm on, I'm gonna plug Monty's new show.
Please
Monty
do. I was gonna ask about that.
The Queens guy who says he's not a content creator, who is now creating content.
I was gonna do it.
He's a giant. Is Monty and Sal's show? They talk about draft prospects because Monty is a draft fiend. God, I love this dude, but he starts talking about the draft 2 months before the college football season starts. It's almost insufferable, but I fucking love that. Monty's a great dude. Go check out his show. They just dropped the first episode today, or technically at midnight. So it's called He's a Giant. Go ahead, follow Monty and Sal at He's a Giant Pond on X. Gonna give it to you because those guys, they need a following, and I tried to convince him to do it on the Beards channel, but let's face it, Sal has no hair on his entire from the neck up.
No beard. No beard.
Except for eyebrows. The guy's definitely, I'm pretty sure it's the eyebrows, but nothing else. So he felt really weird about being on the Beard channel. So, and then we're probably going live tomorrow, or we're going to at least shoot something and put it out tomorrow. Because let's face it, we're in the weird void space. There should be a fourth preseason game, but there isn't anymore. So we're kind of in that weird space before football starts. So we're going to talk about some shit.
Got a game a week from tomorrow.
Yeah, let's
got a game a week from tomorrow.
It's about to go down. All right, well,
I think that game's going to be good too. Last time Jared Goff and Patrick Mahomes went head to head, they put up over 100 points.
That'll be interesting. We will be talking about that a little bit. So listen, y'all, we appreciate y'all coming and hanging out with us for an hour and a half, man. This is a fucking fun ass show, right? It's always good when we have other people come in here and we get to just kind of shoot the shit, let our hair down. I'm always proud that's what this place has become. I'm very happy with that. So we appreciate all y'all. We're going to get ready to get the hell out of here, right? I got to come over here and get to the brand thing because you guys know that I'm unprofessional, even though I'm the producer of the show and all of that shit. But listen, we really appreciate y'all. We hope that you all have a great rest of your evening. There's only a couple hours left. Don't do nothing stupid this weekend. Football will be back next week. Can't fucking wait. So for Sarge and Mayhem, my guy Tim, and RZeroB, I am PTA, and we're going to get the fuck out of here, so we'll get up with you guys later. Deuces!